this went was the following. You know that it's actually the Ladybird Digital Impact Honors. Now, you and I didn't talk a lot about digital, to be honest, in our interview. But I had two judges, one veterinarian and one lady who has been working in the industry with me for a long, long time. And we were kind of sitting around the table after those 16 interviews. The three of us were like judging, right? So who's going to get the honors? And so on the digital honors, we actually chose 3 winners on the digital honors. And then we said, no, we have to have 2 other ones. Like, we loved you, and we loved another lady who was Anna. Anna has a concept. She comes from Mexico. She's a very smart woman. So anyway, so we said, no, we have to have those 2, like Gabriel and Anna have to get an honor.
So you made up one? That's nice.
So we kind of made, okay, we have 3 like digital impact honor winners, but we have Gabriel and Anna. We're going to also give an honor because you have been great. So that's the story. That's the background. So congratulations, Gabriel.
Oh, thank you, Peggy. You're so nice. You're so good with I don't know. I know we've been very we're very grateful for the exposure and for what you've been doing to help us. So thank you.
Of course. No, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. And the greatest pleasure for me is actually that I saw a lot of collaboration coming out of the summit already, believe it or not. I mean, I had people connect with people and people talking to them, and, oh, this was interesting. Can you not connect me with this person? And it's been great. It's been great.
Fantastic.
I was very lucky. And I'm very grateful. So, I mean, it's not something I earn any money with. It costs a lot of time, and it's an effort, to be honest. But I have to tell you, it was worthwhile. It was worthwhile.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's also very smart. I mean, I think what you're doing is super smart. I mean, I think it also helps you with even broadcasting, across a wide audience, what you do. And, so I think that, I want to, and the reason, it's just not because I haven't, I don't want you to think that I saw your notes, on how possibly we can engage. It's been it's been just so crazy, it's like,
listen. You know what I learned in my career is if somebody needs me or wants to work with me, they'll work with me.
Yeah.
I, of course, do, is because that's what I do, right? I'm a growth strategist, so that's what I do. And I'm also helping companies to take decisions. So if that serves, I'm fine. And if not, I didn't do that for that intention. I really want this industry to collaborate much more.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, I mean, you're a bit new to the pet industry. And I found a lot of company founders or presidents of companies at the moment who are new to the industry, that you are much more open to collaborate, which is great because a lot of the old folks are sitting in their bubble. And frankly, I think the bubble is not going to serve them or anybody in the midterm, because AI is going to totally shake everything up,
right?
Including the retail space, especially the retail space.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Right.
Totally. Then we need to collaborate. I mean, we don't collaborate. I mean, we have nothing. I mean, we are here today because we're collaborating with with so many different people outside of our immediate network.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I think you have a fantastic product. You have a really promising product too. I am very curious to see how your go-to-market strategy is serving you. We don't need to because we are recording this, so I don't want to there's no need in going into your go-to-market strategy. I think you have great opportunities out there. You have an amazing space.
Yeah. I think we think so. I mean, we hope. I mean, I think the coming year, 2026, is going to be very critical for us. You described us as being in the teenage stage. I would even think even a step before that.
You're in the toddler stage.
Toddler. Yeah. We're in that weird in between.
Yes, yes, you are.
And we are. Yeah, I mean, we are actually gearing up now as we speak to to launch. We we got our first set of POs for for Petco. This is kind of, I don't know, in between us now. We're gonna have a press release and all that. But that's gonna be big. I mean, yes, I mean there are 1,300 stores. I mean, they're taking the full line.
Fantastic.
So
fantastic.
And they're really putting a lot of effort to help us build the brand. I mean, I think they want FinFare to have a real seafood position in the store, in the segment, because I think there isn't anyone today owning seafood, right?
No,
there's no,
not as a brand. You see,
right.
I think this is something you really created, which is fantastic. You have a high quality
of
a product you could argue is a bit commoditized, but you have branded it in a way that it's very significant, and you have also positioned it as a premium treat, which I think is making the whole difference. And I'm pretty sure you'll be very well accepted by the consumer within those channels.
I mean, we really hope so. We were at a pet show a few weeks ago, but it was a consumer show. It was a 3-day show in Pittsburgh where we, there's like hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of actually pet owners walk the show with their dogs and their families, and I think it was a wonderful opportunity to engage at that level with so many consumers. and to see their reaction and the response to the brand and the product. I think it was really encouraging. So yeah, we're very encouraged. I mean, I think the branding also. I mean, what resonated with it was that we didn't really have to explain much, right? I mean, we were talking to consumers, people saw it, picked up the package, and they got it. They were like, okay, this looks amazing. I want to get it. It wasn't a lot of explaining.
Yes, and this is kind of where we came from, right? The judges came from, and me, and we like Zima and Luca and I, we were going, oh my God, I mean, the packaging's great. The product looks fantastic. The positioning is cool, right? It's very clear seafood. And it's actually occupying a space which is not occupied by a branded high quality product. It's occupied by a commoditized kind of what we talked about, right, in our interview, a bit of a, all the rest of a fish type of thing.
Right.
So I think from the reactions with Luca as a veterinarian, so he said, this is amazing, right? So we know the pet industry, all of us know the pet industry really well. So I think you are really up for something great.
Oh, thank you. Well, that means a lot.
No, for sure. Now you just have to get the distribution channels right and get this whole, because that's where complexity starts.
Yeah.
And just always remember that you're serving the consumer through distribution, but you're always serving your consumer, right? So that's kind of the thing.
Yeah, and staying connected, right? I mean, because I think sometimes we lose that connection. There's then a few degrees of separation with the end consumer, and making sure that we are staying connected and understanding their needs and wants, and pivoting and changing, because needs and wants also change.
Yeah, that's true too, right? And it's a very dynamic industry. It's typical for consumer goods, and then of course the new generation is different. Right. I see how my son interacts with AI, how he kind of gets tips and tricks from AI. So the question is also, how do we win that game? How does somebody like Petco with their win that game? How does somebody like Chewy win that game? Right. So because I think the online stores are going to see a lot of change.
Yeah. And it's already influencing, right? I mean, I think that Amazon, there's a lot of AI helping consumers make decisions. They're making recommendations automatically based on your purchasing behavior.
Totally. And then, it will be not long that you can actually shop through ChatGPT.
Yeah, very, very possible.
Well, actually, there was an article I read, maybe I can share it with you, I have to look it up, that there's already a direct connection between ChatGPT and Shopify into Walmart.
I'm sure there is. Yeah, I was actually at another event a few weeks ago, and I met with a lot of AI companies, kind of thinking about, it's ChatGPT, and then there's like ChatGPT 10.0. For businesses that are, they're doing things that, they blew my mind on the things that are possible with ChatGPT, just to help the business become a lot more efficient and streamline a lot of processes where, where it typically takes many hours of someone that can be completely automated.
Yes, absolutely. So I think that's what's but it's good we have a physical product. We're dealing with physical products, and we're dealing with physical beings, right?
Right.
Which is actually a good thing. Here's one of my physical beings. Hi, dog. So and so I think that's going to actually differentiate our industry very much from a lot of other industries.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, at the end of the day, we're having to make a product. AI won't make products. We'll hope probably make them more efficiently and better, but it won't make them.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So, Gabriel, how this is going to work, I'm going to definitely send you a badge. I'm going to show it to you so you saw it.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, it's part of the thing. So this is going to be a badge. I'm going to send you. Can you see it? Can you see anything?
Not yet. Yeah, I see it. Wow.
So you can use that for your website or for whatever you want. It's going to be sent to you. And then we also created obviously, that's part of the whole thing, right? Let me see if I can share that. I'll stop presenting this. And I'll start presenting the other one. Yep. Okay. Now I hope we spelled your name right. Is that spelled correctly?
I don't see anything. I don't know if you're sharing.
It's a bit slow. There you go.
Yes, that is my name. Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Nice.
So there you go.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, that's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna frame it.
Very cool.
Right.
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm sorry you have to print it out yourself because I'm far away. But yes, I think you really earned it. You really deserved it, and we were all in complete alignment. So
thank you.
You're going to be doing great, I'm sure.
Thank you, Peggy. And I presume you're going to be. Are you coming to Global?
I'm coming to Global. Yes. In fact, yes. I'll be.
I think we should definitely set up some time to meet. We'll be exhibiting, so we have we'll have a presence there as well. But yeah, it will be great connecting with you again.
Yeah, totally. I mean, let's sit together and see how it goes and where because by that time you'll be 3 months down the line. Yeah. You will have had your first experiences, and yes, we can kind of deepen the conversation we had last time.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, because I think, right, I mean, given that you do growth, you know, that's what we're thinking. That's obviously I'm thinking of stabilizing what we have right now and to set up the processes so that we can execute and deliver. But at the same time, it's important to think about the future, what's coming in
Yes.
a year, 2 years, 3 years. So yeah, we're a lot of conversations about 2027 happening now.
Yeah,
So,
I'm sure. The other
yeah,
thing is, I think, Gabriel, what's interesting, because when you're at the start, is now you have to start building a base, but you do not know what is the base.
exactly.
Now this is going to be interesting. And in your first year around, you're going to go, okay, I'm just making this up, right? So Petco maybe doesn't serve as a base, or Petco is a super base, and you can build up on that. So it's going to be a bit of a, I think it's going to be a bit of an adventure to really identify who are the partners and the collaborations which can hold you in the future, which can
Right.
hold your frame in the future, and what do you add on?
Right.
Right.
No, absolutely. You're absolutely right. I mean, I think, so I've been very lucky also to have met, I guess. I mean, I think rarely you find people that you connect also very strongly with. I mean, I think the buyers, I think there's been that very nice connection, good chemistry, good connection, trust. Obviously I have to take advantage of that because, roles, people last in the roles 6 months and then they're gone and then
They're
you
coming
have to
in, and
develop
you start anew.
anyone.
You start anew. But you're a good guy, so I don't think you're going to have a problem.
Hopefully.
And you don't, because you're a people person, so that helps, right?
Yeah, thank you. No, so we've had conversations with them in that, let's become here a partner so that when
Yeah,
we bring new innovations, let's do it together. We'll give you the platform to innovate,
exactly.
but in return, give us the exclusivity, whatever initial exclusivity. So that,
Yes,
but
exactly.
it's, give
Yeah,
and take.
we know how that game works. We know how that
Yeah,
game works. So yes, it's
yeah,
it's all a question of, what do we strategically after a year. I think after 12 months you'll be much further, because you will
yeah,
see who was sticking to their promises, what worked, what didn't work,
right.
and as long as you have the cash flow, that's the revenue coming in and the cash flow. That's like,
Yeah, absolutely. Right. I mean, we
Right.
are, yes, I mean, absolutely. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I think we're going to be in a good position now with, with having landed some big accounts now that, we'll be able to generate the cash flow that we're going to need for
Yeah.
growth on. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
And of course, just be aware, but that of potential, games which are going to be played. Ooh, and we have to hold back this, and we have to deduct that, and I'm
yeah,
just going through some stuff with a few clients where you could kind of feel in an economically strained environment.
yeah.
There's lots of these games going on, and that's, I think, the only thing I see at the moment as a general rule is people are really sitting on their cash as much as they can.
Right. And also, I mean, I think a lot of their strategy, I mean, is
Yeah,
based on all these extra fees. I mean,
yeah,
oftentimes they make more money on those
of
additional
course.
fees
Yeah,
than selling the product though. So,
absolutely.
it's part of it. And they don't tell you that, right? I mean, because they
No,
want to,
no, no.
they want to bring you in.
Yeah, because once they brought you in, they kind of know that you're hooked. This
Right.
is why I think at the beginning, and I think you're doing this really well, is you have to balance your portfolio, right? Don't lean too heavily on 2 or 3 accounts. It really has to be spread out nicely so you can kind of disperse your risk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But you'll be doing fine.
I think so. And thank you for you're wearing our FinFare colors today. So
Well, I thought,
that's great.
yeah,
It was very well thought.
there you go. You see, it worked. Just the blue is missing. The blue. I could have put some blue
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
the pink makes it.
yeah. Pink makes it. Thank you so much, Gabriel. And
Thank you, Becky.
I'll send you a little note when I'll be arriving in Florida, and then a bit further down the line we can make an appointment.
That's fantastic. That's great. Thank you so much.
So
And if
much.
we don't speak, have wonderful
Thank you.
holidays.
You too. Have a
Alrighty.
great day. Take care of yourself.
All right. Take it. Bye.
Bye.